We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? Peasant chat. That's right. We're talking to poor people today. Today's the show where we just kind of let it fly, whatever we want to talk about. I kind of drive the subject matter in terms of, where I want it to go. But at the end of the day, whatever you guys want to talk about, everyone can talk, everyone can speak. Members, non-members, subscribers, non-subscribers, everyone. It's a free-for-all on Sunday because it is for the poor people that generally can't give any money to support the channel or to at least ask a question so it could stand out the most. Before we get way into the weeds talking about NMRA being a ghost town, and again, that's nothing. I have a theory why it's a ghost town, but I don't think it's NMRA's fault at all. And we'll talk about why I think it's a ghost town. Also, in the last 6 months, we all know Ford is tanked bad when it comes to public perception. Not only having zip ties on their Explorers, but the recalls, the bad motors, the transmissions, the EcoBoost failing, the Bronco tops destroying themselves. It's been really bad, and pretty much Farley has 2 strikes against him. But don't fret. He's drifting the fun haver. It's all good. This was 6 months ago, or maybe he did it back in December. Why are you racing or drifting at all? At all, as a CEO that makes millions of dollars a year when the company is tanking? Your job is not to have fun. Your job is not to have fun. Your job is, he's trying to be famous. He wants to enjoy the perks of the job as opposed to shutting the fuck up, sitting down, and getting to work. Look at a good example, Elon Musk. When he goes out there, he talks about the company. And when you don't see him, he's working. He's in the factories, sleeping in the factories, at Twitter HQ, at SpaceX, at Tesla, opening stuff. And that company shows, his companies have shown you why they're so successful because they have a CEO or at least a president or owner that doesn't necessarily love the limelight. I get it. He owns Twitter and he's on Twitter all the time, but you could literally be on Twitter on the fucking toilet and make your point. Farley's out there having a ball, racing cars, drifting. And then the company is failing. So if I was the board, I'd go, hey, get the fuck out of the limelight and get to work. We'll talk about it, but before we do that, as always, we want to thank the sponsors, the people that make everything possible, the people that keep the disco ball rolling, the people that get me free parts. Let's just be real. We got DNA High Performance, DNAHighPerformance.com, the go-to place to get your anything. If you think he can't get it, I'm sure he has access to it. DNAHighPerformance.com. Ultimate Header, UltimateHeader.com. They finally got up a bunch of swap headers, S197 headers, not the cheapest, but they are the best. Calimer Transmission, I went yesterday, picked up the T56 from him at Orlando Speed World while he was having fun with him and his employees in a couple of cars. Good shit. 2 Auto Solutions, working on anything. He put up a picture of a Celine that I was just into. Not a Billy Badass Celine, but a Celine nonetheless, in pretty good condition. Survivor status. PMAS, we're going to be giving away a couple of cold air intakes pretty soon. He's going to comp them. Give some cold air intakes to the people out there. Fender well only. That's the way to do it. PartsFrom.com. I'm still waiting for a Ruby Red GT350 to come across their shit that is decent. But again, not until I get into a house. Got to get the GT500 running 8s, then sell that motherfucker and get into a house ASAP. Oh my God, cookies! The cookie people, Pretty Lady with the lotion and the cookies, and EPA going out there making the cookies. That's right, Oh My God Cookies. Oh My God Cookies _LLC, the best cookies on the planet. So go over there and order some cookies and let's get fat because it's the best shit around, period, plain and simple. Let's say hi to the people. I'll get my 10 minutes of bullshit out of the way and then we can just, hang the fuck out and hang out and, with our cocks out. Which is always the fun shit. We got Fresh Pastelas, Andy Ali, Fresh Pastelazo, Monty 540, Dunn, 2000 MCR, Anthony, Craig Walls, Josh Roy, Ken McAllister, Tango, Brian 03 Cobra, Agent Orange, Clean 93 GT, Angel Borreco, TJ Sikorsky, The Wolf, ATX Cobra, Torque and Beans, Big Guns, Oliver Bryan, That 427 Dude, Madi. We got Torque and Beans again, Madi again, Gregory Upfits, Douche did it, Mini Bike Madman, the man in Massachusetts. It's probably snowing up there right now. It's 85 down here. That 427 Dude, Ford More Performance, Mofler, Stu 414, Go Fast Repair, Reekin 50, Derek W, the Coyote, Walter Hoffman, JD Swag, one of the mods, love ya, One Slow 50, Bondo Bird, Derek W, the Coyote again, Jeff Betts, what's up, Jeff? The Black GT500, Mr. The F and Send It Podcast, just F and Send It Podcast, 3050 from 50, says what's up, Keith Bush, Jared Wells says good morning. Frank Weaver, Robert. Wow, we got a lot of people on. Brian, Matt, Robert again, Ford Moore again, John Cena. I couldn't see him, so I don't even know how the hell I clicked on his name. Brian, Lewis, 11-second eclipse. The Parts Farm gave a brother $50. Shit. Yo, I want to be famous. Fuck all this work in the office. 100 hours a week. Exactly. So let's talk about that. Thank you again, Parts Farm. You guys, you have no idea how awesome you guys are. You guys send pedals, you send exhaust. You guys really hooked the brother up. I bought a car from you guys. I'm telling you, the best company to get used parts and maybe salvage vehicles or salvageable vehicles or anything. They're the people to go to, plain and simple. So let's say I am the president of YOLO Douchebag Industries. And YOLO Douchebag Industries is doing okay. But then I'm too busy because I have too many, too many fires going. So I have to, hire somebody to go, hey, can you manage this fire? Because this is my most lucrative fire. And I really don't want the flame to go out. So I really need you to, be on the game, be on the ball, CEO, make sure everything is, you're the guy. You're the point person. Then my fire goes from being very hot to somewhat medium. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? This thing's about to go out. Why aren't you managing this company, YOLO Douchebag Industries, to be thriving and just really robust? Because when I handed it to you, it was doing pretty well. And now it's not doing so well. And he doesn't give you really an answer.
Take that, Elon Musk.
And you go, well, okay, well, what are your plans for the future? Well, we're going to electrify everything. How are you going to do that? Well, we're going to take an existing F-150.
Take that, Elon Musk.
We're going to get Korean batteries or some shit, and we're just going to stuff it in there, and things will be fine. Are you sure about that? We've never done this. We're not designed to do anything electric. Everything is gas powered. Why don't we concentrate on the gas powered stuff? Make it robust, make it efficient, make it something that wants. Well, the government wants us to make
Take that,
electric
Elon Musk.
shit. Okay, whatever. You're the CEO. I hired you because you're Chris Farley's cousin. Okay, and then he's out there drifting, road racing, dancing, all up in the record. So you see your company slowly dying, and this guy is at the helm, and there is no noticeable change in the way they operate, and you're going to just allow him to run it? As a Ford enthusiast, because look, I'm still a Ford guy, but not a new Ford guy. He needs to be fired. Maybe you think he's doing a great job, but when it comes to the optics of everything, he's got to go. He's got to go. It's plain and simple. He's got to go. Chevy, and I'm not a Chevy guy at all, they're investing in their V8 engine program big time. And what they're doing is they were going to go the Ford route, the 3.5 twin turbo V6 route for the torque and for the fuel mileage, because they have to get the most fuel efficient trucks while still having some kind of torque to tow. And the 3.5 EcoBoost generally does a decent job, except it's made it to probably the worst automatic transmission aside from a AOD ever made. And it just, by the way, if you can put it in park, that's a plus. Like, imagine if you put your transmission in park and it doesn't roll away, and that's the look at what's with the purple hair fat chick EPA. Boy, EPA is looking like he's or she, it is eating him, they, their sis, eating real good. So I would definitely tell Ford, in terms of optics, we're losing. We got beat. We are now third. We used to be number one, then Toyota, then GM, and it totally flipped, and it's GM, Toyota, and Ford. So I think he has to go. And it's real crazy to me if they don't. Head coaches in the National Football League would not last a year if they had the record that Jim Farley had. So I'm kind of blown away why he's still there. Probably a nice guy, probably awesome. He's a millionaire. He's good. But the guy is in there. Watch out for air ride suspension on the caddy. Here we go. Every motherfucker's telling me the DOD is going to blow up. The torque converter is going to blow up. How come there's so many of these on the road that have 250,000 miles? I love these people. I have an extended warranty. I read everything in the extended warranty. I don't give two shits if it fucking catches on fire tomorrow. I don't care. I have an extended warranty with a decent deductible. If an engine blows up, replace it. If the trans blows up, replace it. If the air ride blows up, replace it. I don't care. Watch out! They made these cars and they explode. Oh my God, everyone with their fucking 2 cents with this shit. Wow. And no one owns one. Like maybe 2 people own one. So anyway, I think a head coach in the National Football League would have been gone. A general manager in baseball would have been gone. Anybody, a basketball coach would have been gone if they had the track record that Jim Farley had. So let's talk about NMRA. NMRA, I went over to Orlando, Bithlow. Fuck me. By the way, that track's going to be in trouble of potentially making noise because it's growing that way. I hadn't been to that track in years, and I went there and I'm like, uh-oh, it's coming. It's just a matter of time before stuff starts getting closer and closer to the track and they're going to start having issues. You can just tell. So in my opinion, the fact that NMRA was mostly a ghost town has nothing to do with the NMRA. I think it has to do with every single other race organization that puts races right smack in the middle of this. So a lot of people are getting ready for Texas 2K. To them, that's like the Super Bowl. That's like the Super Bowl of drag racing. And I'm not going to lie, it kind of is. That and FL2K, I think, are the most robust street-oriented racing events that are around. But then you got Streetcar Takeover, and they have like 8,060 events a year. So what happens is Streetcar Takeover was last week, then NMRA was the following week, and then Texas 2K is right around the corner in about a week and a half. So what do people do? Do you think people go, I'm going to save my car for NMRA? No. People want to save their car for the biggest one, the one that has the most eyes on it, the one that you can make the most money on, blah, 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 blah. So NMRA was smack dab in the middle of Streetcar Takeover and Texas 2K. They're in the middle. And the most amount of people that were at NMRA were Fox Body guys. Fox Body guys or Fairlane guys or open comp guys. Like the Billy Badass guys weren't there. And if they were there, they couldn't care. They're just there testing and shaking the car down for the big boy event. So not only did you have that, but you had Lights Out 2 weeks ago. Lights Out 14 2 weeks ago, where you can run some really fast cars in, let's say, X275, which I don't know if it crosses over with Renegade and NMRA, stuff like that. They did that. Then Streetcar Takeover. Then, did you see some of the videos of Streetcar Takeover in Bradenton? It was all Mustangs, to the point where people were complaining. Oh my God, there's another Mustang here. Yes, Streetcar Takeover has a better social media following. Streetcar Takeover, in terms of asses in seats, actually works, especially in Bradenton. So if you got people that are on social media promoting your event and you have them tied to, a certain track, then they're going to go to that one. So there were like, I don't know, a couple of hundred Mustangs at Streetcar Takeover, or maybe at least 100 Mustangs at Streetcar Takeover, and then NMRA was the following week, and none of them went to it. So when I went, I picked up my T56. Ben Callum was there. He brought his GT500, brought his 19 GT. He raced, had a good time. Eliminations were wrapped up Saturday, some of the classes. Like GT500 class wrapped up at about 6 p.m. on Saturday. True Street obviously wraps up on Saturday. But what is left for today? They're going to be done at noon or 1 o'clock today, which is mind-blowing to me. Every single Bradenton NMRA event that I went to, which was like 3 or 4, went way into the night on Sunday. Sunday, sun's coming down. You finally see the final, let's say, the runoff between the True Street guys. So I think it's just a matter of scheduling and not necessarily NMRA's fault, because you got Lights Out, Streetcar Takeover, then NMRA, then TX2K, and people are probably going to save their car for TX2K. Brian Luna, Mexico Racing League, and Aldo Welds, they're fucking coming up gunning for Texas 2K, but it's a local event to them, and most of the Billy Badass Mustang guys and stick shift guys are going to wait for at Texas 2K. I'm hoping the GTR class gets totally removed from Texas 2K going forward. That's only going to help the event. I think heavyweight is a very good class, like CTS V3s, Charger class. I think there should be a 4-door CTS, a 4-door heavyweight class and a 2-door heavyweight class. Call me crazy. Like a CTS V2 2-door and a Challenger are comparable in my opinion than a Charger and a CTS V2. To me, I think it should be sedan and coupe heavyweight. Call me crazy. And there's a pro street sport and you can split them up every other way. Or if there's tight enough, you can say fuck it, heavyweight, whatever. But I think GTR class should get totally X'd out of the program. That will make that event badass, in my opinion. My personal experience, I own one. Okay, then you had a dud. Because this thing has a decent amount of mileage and I have all the service records and they replaced the camshaft and lifters, which I'm sure was DOD related 5,000 miles ago, and the torque converter 6,000 miles ago, 7,000 miles ago. So he had a big service right before anything. So if I can get 60 more thousand miles out of it, trouble free, fuck, I'm good. I'm good. The truck will be literally paid for by then. My Ford dealership had an American Muscle catalog for everyone to read. Then everyone was clueless about what's happening out there. When I told them the S650 will be untunable, they were shocked. I don't see Ford doesn't hire technicians like they used to. Jake is one of those leftover guys that in my opinion was Billy badass. He would actually work for Ford when they had a guy that was a high-end tech. Now, I'm sure there's techs that just replace parts, but there are high-end techs that will diagnose it very well. Not just throw parts at it. And Jake was one of those guys and he moved on and obviously he's very successful and he was able to do that, getting the experience at Ford. And he basically can tell you every little thing that's wrong with a Ford up to the year, let's say 2020, and he learns along the way. Now they just have parts replacers. They put the IDS in. Like this is what happens every single time at Ford, which blows my mind. A car comes in. They need an oil change or they need a tire rotation, or let's say they need a little more service, like a module went bad. They reflash the whole computer to the latest calibration. Why? Is it because it needs to communicate with that module with that latest calibration better? So what happens is they unmarry, if the car is tuned, they unmarry the car from the tuning device, costing the customer, let's say he puts a JLT on, which is way off, a PMAS, or a air-raid no insert, cold air, the Ford company flashes the latest tune, which has a stock math curve because they can't custom tune shit. And now the car's 30% lean going down the track, throws another check engine light. Then the customer texts me as to what's wrong with the car. And I go, I don't know. What'd you do? I took it in for service. Well, there's your problem. So Ford, I don't think, has any idea on the tuning game. They can tell when the car was recently tuned, but Ford doesn't communicate with the aftermarket. Ford does not have a good relationship with the aftermarket. Case in point, if you go to the Ford engineers that are responsible for the control pack, let's be honest, the control pack is basically a stock computer pared down in terms of hardware to ignore all body control module and ABS modules. That is all a Ford Racing control pack does. In the computer, in the software, ABS, forget, body control module, forget, anything that doesn't matter, so it doesn't kick codes. By the way, every Ford Racing control pack tune has no rear O2 sensors in the calibration, and it is legal to sell in the United States. So everyone at Ford Performance or Ford Racing, whatever they're called right now, it's going to be called Ford Pride in about a week. You can't reach out to them and say, I have a Whipple supercharged Gen 3 Coyote with a 10R80 and I'm having some trans issues. They're going to go, what? Well, why'd you do that? How'd they do that? Because Ford does not communicate with us to say, tell us what we need to do in order to make your tuning this control pack easier. Ford does not have that. Ford doesn't have a program that talks to all the aftermarket manufacturers, people that make stuff, and they don't say, what can we do to make your product better used on our control pack? They just simply don't have that communication. They go, well, here's the product, see you later. Meanwhile, you have to go out of your way to figure it out as a programmer, and then if Ford doesn't give you access to the parameters you need, let's say you need a parameter for, I don't know, patching something. And Ford doesn't give you access to that. You got to figure it out on your own. And then you go, well, I can't recommend this part because what I need so the cams don't revert at a certain RPM, let's say a Gen 1 control pack, and it doesn't have a patch that allows it to go past 7850, and the cams revert back to 0 on a turbo setup making 20 pounds of boost with a built motor, but you have a Gen 1 operating system, and the cams revert back to base, bada bing, bada boom, shit goes bad. So Ford just doesn't have that mechanism. So, sorry. I remember Fun Ford Weekend and World Ford Challenge. I wish NMRA and MCA would come back. Don't buy old luxury SUV. I bought a 10-year-old Land Rover yesterday, and I say bring on the maintenance. Ford will sell you an F-150 Limited missing heated wheel, massaging seats, rear bed camera missing, and give you a total of $500 credit. This is an $86,000 truck with the same features as a $60,000 Lariat. Alex, you know damn well they're not going to get rid of the GTR class. They should. NMRA is in trouble. Scott Boda, if that's the real Scott Boda, I believe it. I believe NMRA is it's in the final death throes of dying. And they're trying, and it sucks because that's the only Ford-specific series we have. When Fun Ford Weekend died and it went away, why did it go away? Did they actually reach out to social media and say, okay, you think drifting is going to save your event? You are fucking psycho. If you think drifting and bringing drifting into the fray of NMRA stuff is going to save it, then you think people that vape, people that are emo, people that are, they stink and have herpes showing on their lip all the time are going to save something. Drifters are cheap when it comes to building a drift vehicle. Drag racers are stupid because they spend $100,000 to build their vehicles. So if you think bringing drifting in is going to somehow help, save, or prop up any drag racing organization, you are ridiculously misinformed. So good luck. If you want to see vape douchebags with pride flags all over the fucking place, nothing wrong with that. But that's what you're inviting with these drift guys. Drift guys don't race. Why would you bring a drifting organization, which it is not competitive racing? First to the finish doesn't win. You're going to bring, why don't you just bring fucking Bigfoot? I would argue that if you bring in Ford branded monster trucks to do dumb shit and race out there while an NMRA event is going on, that's more like a fucking crazy carnival shit going on. I think you'd have better luck than drifting. Drifting is not racing. So please stop. When Ford introduced the drift stick in their cars, I knew I had to get the fuck out of New Ford because they don't care about drifting. Sideshows and slideshows would, hey, go out there and do dumb shit at night. All right, guys, NMRA Digital, at night, we're going to bring in Hellcats, Trackhawks, and Crown Vics. And we're going to let you set the motherfucking center on fire. You can throw fireworks at the bitch. It's a free-for-all. Just sign this disclaimer. Bro, stop it. People would show up. And Gage's drag shows, Callum are selling trannies. Ford Pride. I love car people. Right. So when I saw that they're promoting drifting, I said, wow, that's retarded. That can't help. Turo be out there racing. Woke up, peeling the tape off of his roll cage on the topic of Fun Ford Week, and my dad gave me, you have a dad? Oh my Lord. You have a dad? And he hadn't smacked you upside the head. My dad gave me his old tee with his fox on the front. An old tee. Shout out to Fun Ford Weekend. What the? Oh, t-shirt? I speak Louisiana. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Give it a year, they'll have takeovers between rounds at parties at night to get attendance. Gravedigger. The figure skating of autosports. Why is herpes on the lips so true? Go to any drifting event, and as the vape comes off, you see this fucking herpa derp right here, and their shirt looks like it stinks, and they have thick framed glasses, their hair they look like they smell, and they're out there drifting saying it's some kind of racing. Ford, NMRA, sorry, and Ford. Do you really want to bring... These motherfuckers don't have money. You think drifters have money? Drifters buy a 240 SX, LS swap it, and they do it as cheap as possible. The car just has to look really fucking stupid. And you're gonna go out there and tell me, come on down, everybody, come on down, come watch cars do slides in circles and never determine a winner until like it's judged. Like, oh, we're gonna judge. You know what? He had more entry speed. I don't know about that. I think he had more smoke, but I think he had more angle on his shit. Dumb shit. I'm saying dumb shit. And you know, all you have to do is see how fucking goofy this son of a bitch looks drifting to know that it's a fucking loser, bro. I can't wait to see that. Oh, wow. Did you see that? Whoa. Look at this goofy ass motherfucker. Bro, get out of that car. Get in the meetings. Get in the plant. Start talking to people. Nah, let me just slide around. Wow. Von Gain's like, man, this guy fucking sucks. Don't drive with your hands. Drive with your foot.
Drive a little more with your foot.
Oh, take that, Elon Musk. Wait, I got sound. I got in-car sound of what he's...
Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk.
Fucking goofball. I mean, I'm telling you, we got to stop this drift shit. Like, it's not cool. It's gay, and you're gay for liking it. So, yeah, there you go. Plain and simple. I mean, sorry. You drifters are fucking... You're weird. You're goofy weirdos, man. I'm sorry. Drifting is full of goofy weirdos. Plain and simple. Alex, funny you mentioned takeovers. Last night, attended a meet, permitted. By the second hour, crowds, people doing burnouts, 2 steps with cops present, became aggressive with the organizers. Judge competition equals a popularity contest. They smell of bug spray, B-O. I think he meant B-O. B-O, and blueberry and patchouli. It smells like hot dog water. Drifting is an art. It's a way of life. Before you bought an Escalade, did a high trim Gen 2 F-150? Fuck no. Never. No F-150s. No way. Ford with the drift stick can't wait for some moron to total their Mustang and sue Ford. Ford, I'm gonna give you some advice, Ford. And this advice, if you do not take my advice, it is to your detriment, Ford. Take the drift stick out of the car. Do not offer a Mustang that is already known for being unstable during high-speed acceleration and just burning rubber, and these dumb, goofy-ass, herpy-lipped, patchouli-smelling, greasy motherfuckers can't recover a simple slide in an S550. You're going to introduce a drift stick. Rear control arm. Stock up, Ford. Stock up on rear control arms, Ford. Because these motherfuckers are going to slam it into shit. And you're going to have bent, broken fucking subframes and control arms. And all the IRS is going to get jacked. Because you made it easier for them to drift. Fucking dumb motherfuckers. Yeah, the winner has the most followers or subscribers. That's who wins. He definitely still eats his boogers. You got to admit, the car control for drifting is nice. Again, thank you. Thanks for making my point. Turuviate likes drifting. Ta-da. It takes skill to play pool. It takes skill to go bowling and bowl over 250. It takes skill to drift. It is not racing. It's not racing. Alex, there's 110% chance Ford Public Relations watches your channel. I guarantee they do. And this is the thing. They think I'm just a hater. I'm hating because you guys are doing everything wrong. Everything wrong. I'm all about gender equality and stuff. Men should be designing that car. Done. Let the men do what men do. If you were to, well, okay, the V8 Mustang. The V6 can be totally designed by anyone else. But a man should be designing a GT trim and up level. Remember when Homer designed a car? That was like a, okay, here. Because that was the everyman. That car was actually pretty functional. Not good looking though. Can't forget about the remote views. Morning, peasants. Keith Bush says, what's that smell? Too funny with the take on that Elon Musk sound clip with the drift video. Plenty of broken wheels. Yeah, remote revving is the worst for me. They will have a waiver for the drift stick paperwork. Remote revving, you're promoting. So if you go to Twitter, Ford likes or thinks the squid variant in the Mustang crowd has money. But y'all don't got no money. The squid variant buys the EcoBoost, stance it, gay it up, do every time they let off the fucking gas. EcoBoost owners let off the gas more than they get on the gas. Just to hear. That's an EcoBoost getting on the gas, getting on boost, then letting off. Every fucking time. Time to get into Volvos. Takes skill to golf too. Golfing's a skill. Right. It doesn't mean I want to watch it. Turvy is the gift that keeps on giving. It takes skill to hold the flashlight. Sorry, Dad. Damn. Imagine the S650 computer will have a drift stick counter, which will let them void the warranty because it's track use only. Zip tires holding the front of the Ford Escape together. You see that video of a guy on Instagram says, this is stock on fucking Fords. A zip tie is stock on Ford vehicles. I'm blown away by everything that's going on with them. And I'm blown away that more people aren't blown away. I'm blown away that more people aren't blown away. But what are you going to do? Like you can only do your best to bring these people into the light. But if they're not willing to listen, look, Ford Racing, Ford Performance, talk to Lund Racing. What do you guys need from us? We need access to everything. The fact that Ford does not communicate with Lund Racing at that capacity, and we have cars deep into the 8s, maybe some have been close to 7s, on a Ford Racing control pack, which we have not been granted access to. Because it is not the same tune as you can't just move stuff over from one to the other. When it comes to a Ford Racing control pack, you have to build a base off of that motherfucker. And then we figure it out as problems come up. Oh, it doesn't trigger the fuel pump, cams revert, So my Fairmont had a Ford Racing control pack, Gen 2, went 870s. John Jr. has tuned a lot of deep 8-second cars with a Ford Racing control pack, and they don't talk to us. Imagine if they talked to us. Imagine if they said, what do you need so that we can promote this Ford Racing? Because that's the future. Because that is a sanctioned calibration and hardware that the EPA can't touch. Because it's a Ford brand. And I'm sure Dodge has a similar thing. And I don't know if Chevy has a... Yeah, they have like a power pack solution. But we're on the Ford side of things. Coming in late to EcoBoost sound effects, Dragon Cardboard. Would like to see Alex do an honest review of the Asira Mustang. Don't know what the fuck that is. Don't care. Gonna have to check my Girls 19 Escape. Yep, I've not seen that one. Okay, zip ties, stock on Ford cars. In honor of the Ford zip ties yesterday, I bring you. Oh, this is where is the Ford zip ties? Ford Escape. Ford Escape. What's it escaping from? Zip ties OEM. I have it on my story. Let me go on Instagram. Let me go on Instagram. I have it on my story. I'm going to show you the reel or whatever the fuck it is. And the guy goes out there and goes, yep, this is stock. This is stock. Oh, come on. Let's go. Boom, boom. There it is. Boom. See post. Okay. So how do you pause this? Okay. Check it out. So this guy posted on his shit about Ford zip ties.
Ford, another juicy one.
Ford Explorers, the new body style. It comes with factory zip ties. These are factory. Check out the other side. Factory zip ties. And I made a couple of videos about these before, but yep, only on Fords. So, shout out to the gold. Take the gold pill. Take the gold pill on Instagram. Ford has OEM zip ties on their Explorers. Probably a $50,000 car. Ford should market Ford Performance zip ties in different colors. Will they have a button to turn off the self-repoing mode? Someone actually made a really good point. Get a manual. How the fuck are they going to self-repo manuals? But I also heard another thing. In the future, Ford will stop offering manuals. Alan, you're asking a guy that works for Lund Racing, okay? You're asking a guy that works for Lund Racing if another tuner is credible. Any chance Lund Racing can tune a friend's incoming 24? No, bye. Can't tune it. 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 Will Lund Racing ever be forced into a piggyback PCM controller? No idea. Can on hate? Okay, I'm drunk. Polak is drunk because I don't know what the fuck he just said. Ford Racing's budget be like $30 so they can ramp up production on Lightnings and Mach-E. Does Cook's header fit good? They're the only ones I see for sale with free connection pipes. Free connection pipe with cat-free connection pipes. Yeah, thanks for making me snitch on them. A dry snitch. They fit well. They're basically ARHs, just with a different brand. Anyone found the part number for the Ford Escape zip tie? Who has the lead on a Lund N gauge? The guy in the assembly line with the zip tie punching air when kids in China build what the vehicle is better. They are good zip ties though. Wow. Oh no, we suck again. How can we fasten this bumper? Let's just zip tie it. Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk is 100% right.
Take that, Elon Musk.
By the way, zip ties hold long getting fenders together. That's drifting. Drifting does not like drifters don't want to spend, if they don't have to, $100,000 on a vehicle that they're probably going to crash into the fucking wall, right? Which you don't. It's very possible you're going to crash into the wall with drifting. With drag racing, unless you fucked up or the track is absolute shit, you might scratch up the side of the car. Sure, you might hit the wall too, but you don't plan on it. Drifters do plan on it. That's why they have reinforced bumpers and crazy dumb shit where generally it doesn't belong. And zip ties and shit just to bolt stuff in and out together. That's why you don't see super high-end vehicles drifting. And the ones that do are really fucking stupid. People are still asking you about other tuners. I'm blown away by that because what are you going to do? People know that I work for Lund Racing. I wear Lund Racing apparel all the time. And people are go, hey, what do you think about this tuner? I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you this. No other tuner has the access to the latest stuff, except 21 F-150 because that's a whole SCT thing. But let's say, for instance, SCT and Lund Racing got back together, after mea culpa and everyone's happy. We kill it again. We were last to F-150. Lund Racing was last to F-150. Who do you know that is synonymous with F-150s that are gapping? Like synonymous, because back in the day, you would have thought there's only one tuner at all even able to tune a 10-second or 9-second F-150. The moment Lund Racing got in the game, and no special sauce, nothing. The moment Lund Racing got in the game with Midnight, they started going stupid fast. Obviously, Midnight figured out the trans stuff. So now, boom, on the calibration side of things, Lund Racing goes, here you go. They review logs. They're very good at just taking care of the customer. We tune them. We were last to the game when it comes to F-150. There is no one that has run as quick as us. And some of the fastest passes, you guys don't even know about. Nobody knows about them. Back channels, grudge stuff, street stuff. You guys have not, I almost can guarantee, none of you have seen the fastest F-150 at all. If you're looking on Instagram, Facebook, Grindr, and YouTube, you have not seen the fastest F-150 passes ever because they're all out there getting that money. Lund is offering tunings for 21, 22, F-150. This is why I was asking Alan Thompson because of an SCT, and it's an SCT thing. It's not a we can't tune it because we suck thing. It's I think one day SCT is going to realize, okay, we can sell. Okay, hypothetical question, totally not whatever, because I work for Lund Racing, but I don't run their show. I'm not in the sales end of thing or anything like that. How many of you went to another tuner because you didn't want to buy an RTD? And we got 325 people on the chat. How many of you went with another tuner because, let's say, you had an SCT device? Let's talk specifically about SCT. Let's say you had an SCT device and Lund Racing said, well, unfortunately we don't fuck with it anymore because of whatever. And we are going to offer RTD and HP tuner stuff and Engage, which went away only. And some of you super loyal people were like, I'm going to keep the SCT, but I'm going to buy the RTD to get tuned by Lund for newer platforms. So let's say there was 30% of you that kept your RTD. Now, let's say 2-3 years later, SCT goes, okay, we're back on. Lund Racing now can tune SCT, and now we can have you guys tune 21 F-150 and 21 and up Mustang with SCT. How many of you would go, thank God, right? I'm just putting a hypothetical out there. We love our partnership with the people that we work with, but if SCT was to come in and say, let's get after it, let's do it again, I guarantee there'd be a wave of orders. Like, we are busy now. Like, we are stupid busy. Like, we have sold over 200, I believe over 150 RTDs like in days. Like, dumb, big waves, right? So let's say, for instance, all of a sudden people go, hey, we're back on with SCT stuff, flip some switches, and we're going. The orders would go, it'd be a tsunami, because there's a T in tsunami, of orders. And it would be ridiculous because you guys are like, thank fucking God, right? Crank relearns are able to be done now. Data logging, you guys are familiar with the data logging. I don't have to open 50 windows to export a tune. It's a good time. But again, I love the relationship we have with the people that we partner with now. But if SCT was to come back in and say, okay, we're back on, the orders would be ridiculous. I feel like SCT is for 2-valve and 3-valve owners, and that's the problem. My dead rat is Sasso, used to be Ron, AM, free tunes for life. I swear you just said, who went with another tuner because you had an STD? I got to wake up earlier. You heard STD and your ears perked up. I would have gotten an RTD Plus, but if I had not found an Engage, not me, got an RTD. No loyalty, shaking my head. Do you know what Lund Racing's new tune and recurring customer count is? Interesting to see if there's any change in the new tune demand. No, in order to access that, you got to go into the back side of the website and see specific unique orders with new emails that aren't duplicates or upgrades. I don't have that. That's Nardi and Devin and Cheryl and Senior. I don't have any access to that. I am simply a dumb, stupid motherfucker down in West Palm just tuning remotely. That's all I'm doing. I got the RTD, but kept the BDX for data logging. I went RTD for Lund. Dead Rat is better than the RTD, unfortunately. I when it comes to everything, yeah, I really even hate to say that, but it's the truth. What about the likes? Y'all get them up. Likes aren't really a thing. I was watching a live stream the other day where there was 250,000 people on and had 7,000 likes. I went, okay, it's not a unique problem. Lund, old tune on SCT. When I get new build from Lund, it'll be on Engage. The fact that SCT does want to play ball with the best Mustang tuners doesn't. It's more layered than that. I can't get into it, but it is more layered than that. I'd order one just to get away from the RTD, but HP Tuners RTD still doesn't let me do the crank relearn. Oh, bro, don't get me started on that, please. That is such a sore subject for me because that is literally the only thing that they have to work on the Ford side of things. Everything else is fine. The logging, the TDN app, whatever. But if you cannot do a crank relearn on any tuning device, that should be, you should stop the presses, stop production, figure out the crank relearn, send out a patch, update, a firmware update, whatever you have to do to be able to do a crank relearn on all of those products should be your main priority on the Ford side of things. Because let's say you have, okay, so let's say I have a company that sells a product and I have 20 dealers. And One dealer out of those 20 is responsible for 60% of my sales and tunes. Who do you think I'm going to cater to? Right? So I would say, okay, my product that I push out there, I have 10 dealers, but one of them is pushing 60%. I cannot afford to have him be unhappy at all. I get it. I have 9 other dealers and they get attention. But if that one top dog is giving me 60% of my business, don't you think I'm going to go out of my way to go, what do you need? And if they have a concern and it is not met with, it's not prioritized, Alejandro Flores, as a maker of a product that one person is selling 60% of, would be making a huge mistake, not trying to meet that person's needs. EP got to do with everything now, bro. I'm married with my engaged. I won't be with Lund until they do SCT. There you go. 11-second eclipse. So if you replace the clutch, you can't do a crank relearn with RTD? Correct. Peasant question here. Does the 13 and 14 allow on-the-fly tune changes with RTD? No. Maybe I'm wrong, but what is it that makes Ford OEM computers able to go 7s and 8s so quickly when it seems that GM builds are more likely to go standalone ECUs above 1,000 horsepower processing speed, and just the language? I would think it's the language that the computer is built in. Senior has tuned 8-second Cobras on AMZ2. AMZ2, I think, is the Cobra strategy. Jake Conant, he's a state trooper in Massachusetts. He had a ported blower Cobra with a C4 transmission up in Lebanon Valley and New England Dragway, and it was a low 9, high 8-second car, stock computer. When we just said fuck 3-valve, and then GT500s have gone 8s, 7s stock computer ARL5. We have gone 7s with Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 stock PCMs. And we are about to go 6s with a Gen 2 Ford Racing control pack. I'll repeat, the people that don't communicate with us, the people that make the part that don't communicate with us, we are about to go 6s at 200 miles an hour with a Ford Racing control pack and a Ford 6R80. Just think about that. It's hard to really emphasize those points, or you can't overemphasize those points. My old dead red had a rear O2 shut off. I bet they try to forget that feature. Every time I see a Lund N-Gage for less than 500 unlocked, I buy it. All this working with different tuning tool companies sounds like politics to me. You should do a crank relearn after loading a tune. Yes. Has Lund ever thought about making their own proprietary tuning device? Oh, so you want us to get hit up by the EPA? See, the people that are out there now are now complying with the proper authorities in order to stay in business. So why would we go out of our way to make a proprietary, our own shit, just to go through the rigmarole that they've already gone through? No, thank you. No Torque and Beans. I believe multi-tune is only for Gen 2 and Gen 3. Just to Michael, what would put a bigger target on their back? Exactly. Catering to your big dog customer, that's just good business practice. Man, that is wild. That car's still around? Holly, EFI, baby. Yeah, Jake Conant. So I'm going to do some, because look, I like the guy. We share a birthday. January 4th, 78. I think it's I don't know if he was born in 7. I think he's younger. Jake Conant, he now has a, I don't know why, I don't know if he's still a state trooper or what, but his Cobra was just dumb shit back in the day. And he had one that would make crazy wheel stands back in the day. So yeah, that car's still around. I think it's on Holly or Fuel Tech or some Billy Badass situation. But this is Jake Conant's car. I don't know if this was a stock PCM back when he was racing this specific race, but this is the gray. No, it wasn't, because it has a turbo. He used to be a blower. But this is Jake Conant's gray silver Cobra that it used to have a stock OEM computer, I think, running 8s. Yeesh, Jesus. It's so dumb. Let me see what else he's got on there. Jake Conant. Let me see what else we got. So this is what he fucks with now. Jake Conant now is fucking with like Billy Badass GT500 stuff. He is like, to say he has graduated is the biggest understatement of the century. There you go, little 8th mile, shakedown. Oh my God, he let off and it went 480. He let off and it went 480. So yeah, this car is serious. I think he runs it for gentlemen. I think he's like he's like the crew chief, but he actually does everything, the work, everything. Oh my God, that S10 is dumb. Holy shit. You see that S10? Sorry, Jake. Holy shit, look at this S10. Oh, fuck. Bro, forget that. God damn. Holy shit. So anyway, Jake was one of those guys that had that Cobra, and we helped him, and he helped us get tons of data. And on an AMC2, he went 8s. Alex, the pull-out radio. I got the pull-out radio. It's there. It came in. The pull-out radio is here. It's made in China. I love that pull-out radio. It's so stupid. Anyone selling cats, just let me know. Cash in hand, I promise. Hey, look at EPA talking that shit. Curtis McMillan. Hey, Alex, what's the deal with PCM Tech stuff now that it's out on the public market for everyone? Tuners. What's the deal? What do you mean, what's the deal? What do you mean, what's the deal? You want to get a PCM Tech tune by anybody? Get it. But again, it is the feature that allows changing. The tune is still the tune from the main company that you get the tuning from. So if you get Bobo tuning with PCM Tech stuff, it's still a Bobo tune. So go ahead, get a Bobo tune. Maybe a dumb question. Why isn't the Ford Racing tuner in the options on the Lund site for the tuners? What Ford Racing tuner? The ProCal? So you have to have a way of putting a tune in a device, exporting it from some software and putting it into a device. So Ford does not allow that. Good morning, guys. Just here running late. My bad, says DNA High Performance. What's up, brother? I got you on the shit. You're being promoted. Pass him on the wheelie. I don't see any red crap under there either. None. S10 getting it. What causes controllers not supported to be identified? You may need to use VCM editor for this vehicle when uploading my Lund Stake Tune Control Pack Coyote Swap. I don't know what the fuck he just said. So if you're using okay, I'm going to give you guys a really, really good bit of advice, right? If you want less problems, use a laptop. If you think loading a tune on the phone is so super convenient, be ready for problems, okay? Stop thinking that the cell phone is the end-all, be-all, savior for everything. If you want to load a tune the good old-fashioned way with RTD software, get a laptop with RTD, a big old fucking dead rat cable into your shit, and go. If you want to live in this Bluetooth fantasy world where you need internet to check something, have at it, bro. If you want just less issues, just flash it with a fucking laptop. Love you. I've been enjoying Steve Morris replying to the Cleatards, trying to tell him what's wrong with the engine. So, this is I think Steve is an insanely talented guy. I think he is now realizing, okay, so it's a double-edged sword, or let's just say it's a necessary evil. Cletus has a huge following, but they're all retarded. You understand? So you have to be okay with having retards on your shit. Nothing wrong with that. If popularity is the name of the game and views and clicks, that is a proper way of going about it. But then if you're gonna start reading comments from these retards and listening to a guy who wears his Mountain Dew shirt that for a week straight and puts duct tape on a bar that's about to buzz the thing on with have you seen the handheld welder that looks like a gun? That's probably what Turvey has. If you're gonna listen to their questions or read their questions on your, Steve Morris is an engine builder, engineering type level stuff, Billy Badass stuff. He is talking to a 14-year-old saying, well, maybe the crank was fucked up because you machined it wrong, Steve. I can't believe you made Cletus break his motor. You fucked something up. He started it without oil, and he's shoving 45 pounds of boost through an engine he said should not get more than 35 pounds of boost. There's your answer. What radio? My radio pulls out, but I don't. What do you mean my Alibaba tune isn't good? Alex, going to move the bass slider to the max and becoming in high power. I got to show you this thing. Bro, this thing's badass. Check it out. Bro, this thing is so badass. I mean, it's not badass. It's so bad, it's ass. So check it out. So I got, let me get rid of those words here. Clear. So I got this JDX Dynamic Labs anti-theft pull-out car radio system. Not a radio. This is a R-E-D-I-O system. And look at what it features. It features a pull-out anti-theft system. Actually, where's the product showcase? Where's the product showcase? Hold on. Do I have a product showcase? No. What's this? There it is. Oh my god, that's so fucking loud. Featuring the JDX Dynamic pull-out radio, travel control, slide bass control, auto stop cassette mechanism, rotary volume control, RCA line-out jack, and a CD inject. Fast forward eject. Wow. So this thing is fucking great. There we go. Right, so smells like China. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this shit, son? Fucking magic. You literally shove this in your car. You pull the tabs out so it doesn't come out. And when you want to take it with you, you just take it with you. Bro. Hey, I'm about to go to Best Buy. Excuse me, do you guys have another adapter for that? Wow. Listen to that. Man, I love 80s, 90s dumb shit. The pull-out radio system right here for everyone to gawk at. It is, actually, I'll put it up here. So it's very visible. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Nice. Good shit. John instructed me to use the app. Yeah, okay. That's a Benz emblem. They're using a bootleg Mercedes logo. Is it? Oh, you're right. That almost looks like a Biohazard logo. Look at this. It's like, oh, this thing is very radioactive. Oh, you smell so good. Yeah. JDL, not JBL, JDL. Fuck me. Wow. I can't wait to put this in the car catch. I can't talk. The car catch on fire. Live unboxing. My dad had to pull out Sony and the Suzuki Samurai. Was dope. Cassette. Fire. I'm going to say $125. Dolby. Look at the sliding mechanism. Look at this. It's got sliding bass, bro. Like you want some more fucking treble? Like crazy. You got the volume. Well, this is the volume, obviously. Actually, is this volume? Well, that's bass. Why is the volume tag right under the bass? I mean, you would think this is volume, but look, it says volume right under the bass. So it's like super confusing, right? The mute button is in a little crooked. It's so Chinese. And when you got one of those portable CD players, you just simply put the line in and you're good to go. I can't wait to get a too short or special ed cassette and throw it in there. Whoa, Jesus. What a piece of shit. I love it. It's a prop for the show. I'm probably never going to put it in. Going to get one of those old Viper alarm kits. I had a Kenwood pullout in my 87 Bronco. It made 2 doors down from Whipple. It's made 2 doors down from Whipple. It's a radio. Alex radio pulls out so hard, he doesn't have to anymore. And walked around the mall with his radio face off. Plus, he had the spinner in his Daytonas, hand keys in his hands. Reason again to let you know he's a man, Kanye. Sliding bass. Hey, you forgot to put the sliding bass, please. Can you put the sliding bass right here? Because these Americans like a lot of bass in their stupid music. Where is it? We don't. There's no bass there. Okay, so if you listen to Chinese music, the first thing you do is you take the bass, you go all the way down, you take the treble, and you go all the way up, and it sounds just like this. Yeah. When you see Eric Baldwin, you see the true ugliness of humanity. Sweet shop perfection. It even says pull-out security system on the flap. I am dead. Walks into a nice restaurant, radio in hand. Imagine I come in to like Apple store and be like, hey guys, what's up? So wait. Hey guys, Guys, I need a new case for my iPhone 11, please, if you don't mind. What the fuck is that? Oh, this? It's my radio. I have a Fox body. How is that your radio? What do you mean, how is this my radio? It pulls out. See? It has a handle. It. Shit. Boy, this is the best thing ever. I'm legit going to put it on. I'm going to get some Kenwood 6x9s in the back showing. I'm going to put the Kenwood 6x9s showing. I'm not even going to put that grill piece on it. It's going to be showing. Fuck it. And a bass tube. I like how it says LED display. Goddamn, Mongolians mess up my bass rider. The detachable faces were dope. I'm more interested to see if it actually works. I'm going to try it. I'm terrible at wiring or at carrying, so I'll test it first, like on a battery here, and hook it up and see if it works. Walking around with your radio was cool. Walking around with your steering wheel was never cool. Right, remember those Momo removable steering wheels? Laugh my ass off. You're going to dump the clutch and the radio is going to self-eject. Was the email about Gail Banks' interview legit? According to them, this is what I heard. They want me to zoom in, a Zoom call, Wednesday their time and my 3-hour difference. So obviously there's certain things I can't talk about, like his government contracts and stuff, but they didn't mention that, but I'm going to mention it. So the deal is this. We interview, they edit it, then they give it to me to do what I want with it. So I'll have to, come up with, I'm probably just going to talk like bro stuff with them. I'm going to ask him about not specifics, but generalities about street and government stuff, like the tuning aspects, what his thoughts are, the EPA. I really want to get his thoughts on what the EPA is doing and how he works with the EPA, if at all. Or if he's 100% excluded from that because of his work with the government contracts. Talk to him about his cars, his rides, how he got into hot rodding. I am not going to, I'm not going to do a typical, so tell me about the Bully Dog program. No. We're going to talk about him, cars, what he thinks about the LS, what he thinks about the Coyote. He has a Ford GT. So the guy obviously has really good taste. Does the little lady like the Fox? I think she does. It's cute, but she hasn't been in it yet because it smells like mold. Because I haven't driven it. You know what every time I drive it, the battery would be this, it'd leak here. So once I get the leaks and everything situated and I can actually drive it for more than an hour but without it being an issue, I'll take it for a ride. You know what I'm saying? That pullout game is strong. I can't breathe. Pullout game is strong. Now get a bag phone to complete the package, Alex. Pullout Super Tuner 3 back in the day, you would have a beeper, a Nokia phone, and a pull-out radio. I mean, you look like you're a Marine with all the shit on you. 6x9s in boxes and bazooka base tubes, exactly. 6x9, no, not in box. Yeah, you're right. 6x9s in their own box and a base tube and tweeters in the front. Sheesh. What a shit show. Name the car pull-out. I mean, but I don't. No one can steal your radio if you steal it yourself. Did you hear the Chinese pilots warning the U.S.? One of them sounded straight out of South Park. Where? Wait. Oh, hello, pirates. Get out of here. The Chinese pilots warn U.S. Let's see. Here, Chinese warning U.S. plane in midair over South China Sea.
Tensions are rising in one of the most hotly contested regions.
Oh, hello, U.S. Americans. You must get out of airspace right now.
It is pretty remarkable to see this Chinese warplane operating at such close proximity.
But what did he say? Oh, hello, Team Americans.
I'd say it's another Friday afternoon in South China Sea.
The U.S. Navy invited...
Wait, let's see. Mayday. This is China Airlines.
Refueling in midair right
Come on,
now.
where is it?
All for itself.
You are approaching Chinese airspace.
Hello, this is China. Get out of here.
Aircraft. This is the PL.
Oh, yeah. This is the PLA Air Force. Here we go.
Voice crackles
Check it
over
out.
the radio.
American aircraft. This is the PLA Air Force. You are
The PRA Air Force. She had so many R's in that shit.
approaching Chinese airspace. Keep a safe distance or you'll be intercepted.
You'll be incepted. Not, or you will be intercepted. You will be incepted. Hey, this is the PRA Chinese Air Force. You're going to be intercepted.
That's when the Chinese People's Liberation Army fighter jet appears, flying so close you can see the pilots.
Yeah, look at that. You can see that motherfucker right there. He goes, "Hello, Team Americans." You know what I see? You want to see the true ugliness of humanity? Eric Barron.
In their cockpit.
PLA fighter aircraft. This is U.S. Navy P-8 on VHF 121.5. I hold you off my left wing, and I intend to continue to proceed to the west.
The Chinese pilot never responds.
Because he doesn't know English. That's really simple. What the fuck?
But eventually leaves when the U.S. plane turns south.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that Chinese aircraft delivered this pull-out radio, badass shit. This is the PRA, U.S. aircraft. This is the PRA Chinese aircraft. So many R's. Careful, you're gonna be intercepted. If you come to this, we're gonna be intercepted. Incepted. So you're going to go into my dream state, and then in that dream state, you're going to make me think I'm dreaming? Shit! Chinese technology is very powerful. Fucking stupid. The Chinese accent got me rolling. They will get washed midair. No tiki, no laundry. Hello, Americans. Do you have your ticket? This is American C-17 12530 derp. No, we don't have a ticket. Oh, yeah? No tiki. No laundry. So how to watch the last South Park episode on HBO Max without Japanese toilets. They kept replaying similar Chinese music in the background. It's going to have you rolling on the floor. But yet we let their balloon float across our country. I wonder if Chinese guys listen to the abortion video right now. Here in China, we only allow one child per person. So we really like the abortion song. That's right. Get this stupid baby out of your stomach. Yeah. Hey, you see there's a woman twerking on a base charger at the Planned Parenthood? Art. They spelled abortion. And I'm R. Because everything is with R. Get that. Get them babies. Yeah.
So I'm A-B-R-R-T-I-N-G. On my way to the clinic, I forgot the plan B.
What is plan B? We usually get... Oh, what a shit show. China. That motherfucker knows English. Went to flight school in the U.S. Peasant chat. They want to play safe bubble with their airspace, but we're just like, do what you want in ours. We just need a red club to that pull out radio. You are the second most watched podcast on Cooper's channel. Okay, so why is that? My popularity isn't massive on YouTube, but when I talk to Cooper, it got 100,000 plus views, 120,000 plus views. For a 3 hour, we were fucking talking for 3 fucking hours. 120,000 plus. Was it the subject matter? Was it me interviewing? Was it just the camaraderie? We really hit it off? Or was it, I don't think it was me because Cooper has a way bigger channel than I do. But it was interesting that channel, I think it's Sam's interview and then my interview with, my podcast with him was second most. It's crazy. Like, the one with, what's his name? The guy that does Sick Week, Bailey. I know Bailey is not interesting talking. Bailey is a badass racer, but when it comes to talking, not interesting. It's not interesting. Nice guy, probably great guy. It's just not interesting. He doesn't bring in that crazy, thought process. This is the BDF chat. I'm dying here. Chinese Pram B Rex. I can't see. I need more Chinese songs. Let me see. Chinese songs. Is it like Chinese rap? Bro, is there Chinese rap? Oh, shit. Stop it. Ooh. Who's this? Wow. Oh. Bars, son. Woo. Oh, man. He's just talking that real shit. He was dropping so many bars. Like it was, the wordplay was just ridiculous. I mean, he just unreal. Wow. Maybe because you're a Ford guy and he's known more for a Chevy side. Well, actually, according to him, he's more of an LS guy. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay. Let me see. Chinese trap music? Let me see. Trap music? Chinese trap music? What's Chinese trap music? Oh, shit. Canon Z. What? Chinese drill? Oh, my God. There's Chinese drill music. Oh. Is this going to get copyrighted?
我不听你说你底子有多厚，来让我亲自摸一摸。动作里啰嗦，把你脑瓜戳戳，办公桌前我说你坐。你要非说你故事多多，那咱们坐下说一说。吃香饽饽，手指做做，推到你想推到玻璃幕。告诉你老公我比他酷，告诉你多飞扬跋扈。Radio，就像水泥地上种大树。告诉你老公我比他酷，告诉你多飞扬跋扈。
I'm afraid. It's crazy. These guys are nuts. These guys are fucking nuts. Derek Barron can't rap like that. Hey, leave Derek alone, man. He's trying some stuff, man. He don't give up that dick for free. Okay, Derek Barron or Chinese drill music. Derek Barron or Chinese drill music. Which one? He don't give the pussy up for free. The bussy. Did he say he don't give the pussy up for free?
2,000 likes on this video. I'll drink this whole.
Wait. Derek Barron's rapping. What do you look at? Hey, Derek, where is it? Bomb. What's popping? He said he don't give the bussy up for free.
Puda, you the goat, boy.
Oh, let's go, Derek. Yeah, drop them bars.
I'm stirring the pot and causing commotion. I'm on my throne, shit.
Okay, we got him, and then we got. What is that? Wait, let me see that scooter. Oh, that's a motorcycle. It looked like a scooter. I'm sorry, these guys are. What is that?
They call me the king, I'll send them in motion. Bitches be boasting, saying, I don't wanna fuck for free. Please.
I don't want to fuck for free. Can I just make that a sound clip? I don't want to fuck for free.
They call me the king, I'll send them in motion. Bitches be boasting, saying, I don't wanna fuck for free.
Oh, bitches be saying. Okay. So what he's saying is that bitches are saying that they don't want to fuck for free. Hey, I get it. We're good. You're good. You tell Ford if they want batteries, they keep the government out of our airspace. Hey, this is the Peter Air Army, and you need to get inshafted. The S550 music was playing from the balloon. This is better not be copyrighted. They can steal patents like it's their job. That was kind of hard. That would be ironic as fuck if the Chinese are copywriting something. Don't flame Derek. I didn't flame Derek. I'm asking who's better. Look, if you go out there rapping, it's free game. I can go, bro, I'm going to compare you to Chinese drill. And Canon Z is... iPhone, iPad. What do they make over there? What do they make over there? Everything, right? Batteries, iPhone, download. Oof, man. Boy, I'm afraid. But those guys are... You can't fuck with those guys. It's a Honda Grom. Gotcha. Couldn't get copyrighted by Whipple. Oh. Could you imagine if your video has been taken down because Whipple has put it in? Oh, fuck. Motherfuckers pull out chopsticks. Stop it. The Chinese got the visuals. Fast Rider is a Chinese bruise. Farley's going to start a rap beef with Elon. You know, there is a way of mimicking. There's a way of mimicking the voice of somebody, like 11labs.io. If you go to 11labs.io, give them a voice sample, you pay, you can make them say anything. I have made Nardi and Brandon and Junior say the most crazy shit. But there is another AI software where you speak into the mic and in real time, it changes the voice and it makes you sound like Kendrick Lamar, anybody that it can synthesize. So if I can make a song about Farley beefing with Elon, but the thing is, I'm not talented at all when it comes. I might have Derek Barron like go up there and give him some of this.
Please
sick
take
flow.
time, sign it down the line. No screenshots and you'll pay my fee. You tripping. Ain't no pussy worth simping, yeah. We winning. Chasing the paper, we gotta go.
Hey, ain't no pussy worth simping. I like it. Hey, it's a Hondas and Supras. They literally make everything right. Whipple, I about choked on my drink. See, this is one of those shows that I listen back to and laugh about everything. Because while I'm making it, I don't realize half the shit I'm saying. And then when you listen back to it, and it's just like straight chat. We were supposed to talk about drifting in NMRA. Now we're talking about the Chinese PLA telling people to fuck off their airspace. Take that, Iran Mersh. This is the best live stream ever. I'm telling you, it can get good. So, where the fuck were we? We were listening to Chinese drill rap. I don't. The synthesizing of the voices, I think, is dangerous as shit. But if I can get literally this, like I think I can use this and
take that, Elon Musk.
And he talks a lot. Like he loves to talk. He loves to be in front of the camera. I think secretly Farley likes to be famous, and I think. You can get literally sued for that. So you got to be careful doing shit like that. So, but if I can make him rap against Elon like a fake rap battle, that'd be great as shit. Alex, can the RTD reset the adaptive learning on a 1080? Well, listen. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. I can't connect to a vehicle now, but what I'm going to do is go here. Scanner. So I have ECM scanner here, okay, on this laptop. So you can go to the trans functions once you connect to the vehicle, but you got to go with RT. You got to go with an RTD connected to a laptop. Understand? So this right here is what you got to do. You connect to vehicle, right? Right here, you connect to vehicle, and right here you'll have functions like vehicle functions. Let me see. You'll have connect vehicle profiles. Actually, can I? No, I can't connect to any of them. Layout. Options. So it's probably in options or something like that, where it does have a feature to reset the trans adaptives. Yes. The short answer is you should be able to reset trans stuff on this. So yes, that I would suspect that you can. So, but don't take my word for it. You're gonna have to reach out to HP Tuners to get an actual answer. Real recognize real. That's why the Coop podcast was hit unfiltered. Yeah, look, I think Cooper's very well versed in everything. He's actually one of the smarter guys in that whole camp, I think, because his opinion can vary so much. Some people are just stuck in the LS world, but he has a 2JZ and a Camaro. He said he's more of an import guy than an LS guy, but he does have LS stuff in his camp. So do I, but I'm not an LS guy. And I think we talked about everything. We talked about what's going to happen with Bradenton. We talked about politics. We talked about him moving out to the country, chickens, everything. We talked about it all. And I think people are just interested in two guys broing out and that not having dead air. If you have dead air when there's nothing being talked about and it's not interesting, I think it makes a boring podcast. I'm probably going to go on again sometime and we're going to have some subject matter to talk about. But I can just talk with anybody for hours on end, especially if it serves a purpose. Like if it helps my podcast, my live stream, and it helps his, collaboration like that are only going to help. Like me and Gil Banks, I'm not going to get ready to talk to Gil Banks if it happens. I am just going to talk to him. Like a guy just comes up off the street, meet him, and just chit-chat. Yesterday, went to NMRA, 2 Puerto Rican guys from Fort Lauderdale. Talked to them for about an hour, and I'd never met them before, and we got along great. And they told me some of their stories. I told them some of my stories. And I'm like, I guess that's my talent. I can just jive with anyone. And because I speak jive. You know what I'm saying? Is the peasant chat the best, Alex? Absolutely. The peasant chat is the best chat. Some of the more centered, controversial topics are talking shit. Peasant chat is just me talking for an hour. A lot of people ask me, Alex, how do you get ready for the show? I don't. 10 minutes before the show, 30 minutes before the show goes on. I look for a screenshot, think about something to talk about, and then bada bing, bada boom, and I make it up as I go along. So maybe that's my talent where I can just fucking regurgitate bullshit for hours on end and have it be somewhat entertaining. You see Russell Brand roasting MSNBC this week. Russell Brand is a national treasure. He has completely red-pilled. He has completely flipped, and his popularity and his attachment to Hollywood makes him valid. And when he flipped on him, and he's smart. He's very smart, and he's entertaining. Russell Brand is one of those guys, I don't want to say I'm like him, but we have similar talents, so we can just talk. If we have a subject matter that we're well-versed in our head, we can just talk for hours on end and have it be somewhat entertaining. I'm here working on Turvy Time. Hey, Jim Farley competing with his dead cousin, Chris Farley. Take that, Chris Farley. Oh, my Duramax. On my Duramax, I can reset the trans learn with Deal HPT. So is this an RTD, the only device you guys offer for a new client? Unfortunately, that is the only one we have for a new client, Tony Dominguez. If SCT and us work something out, I don't know. Look, I'm not, that is high level shit. That I'm just the dumbass that defends Lund online, talks shit, and talks about industry stuff that's happening. But when it comes to like specifics, I can't give you any because I don't know any. Got you late. Watch later. It's going to watch later. Robo style. It's probably the Chinese part is going to be great. Have you noticed that Borla is making the exhaust for the EV? That's kind of stupid. Like Borla making speaker exhaust for the EV is so fucking dumb, but maybe they think there's a market in it. Cut me some slack, Jack. Man, Mama didn't raise no. What? Well, Mama didn't raise no. Wait. What is it? I speak jive scene. I'm not gonna play the video, but because that'll get copyrighted. But I wanna play the sound. Man, Mama,
the radio's all.
Okay. Excuse me. I speak jive. Mama didn't raise no.
Just hang loose, blood. She gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama didn't raise no dummies.
My mama didn't raise no dummy. I dug a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack. Chump don't want to help. Chump don't get the help.
There you go. That's what you got. Chump don't want to help. Chump don't get. Come some slack, Mama. Oh, geez, don't show it, Alex. It'll get copyrighted. Come me some slack, Mama. I dug a rap. Come me some slack, Mama. I dug her rap. Wow, unreal. Russell on the JRE was awesome. Peasant chat where people gives us topics to talk about, like couch touching the wall guy. That became a thing. The couch touching the wall, I should just make an emoji. That should be like the beginning. The beginning emoji for anyone that joins should be a couch touching a wall. Also, dead dad jokes. Alex speaks jive. I dig it. Hey, Alex, I get work done by Lund Racing dealer. Are they able to use my N-Gauge and do all the tuning while the car is there? Absolutely. I just cracked a can of Sprite. Boy! How'd you know I like Sprite? Man, how you know I like Sprite? You must really pay attention. I'm like, I probably can get you a complete meal and not know anything about you. I really don't have issues with RTD. Just connect to hotspot and you're good. I had to watch it again a couple of weeks ago to remind me what comedy used to be like. I'm telling you, you want to watch comedy, watch the one where the guy gets into Harvard because he takes a pill that makes him black. What is it called? Harvard black guy. What? Oh no! I just typed that in. It went wrong. Harvard black guy movie. I love Google. It knows me. Movie. Oh, Soul Man. The trailer for Soul Man is so good. I don't think I could play it because it'll get. Are trailers copyrightable? Copyrightable? I don't know. This guy was white. Now he's black. Now they asked him to play basketball and he can't. Oh my God, what's he gonna do?
Oh, school.
Yeah! Tuition and fees. $10,493.
That's it?
You ever applied for a loan before?
Anyway, let's see.
Of law school. 907.
Congratulations.
You're crazy.
For Mark Watson, all it took was a little soul.
Right on.
From the producer of Risky Business.
He literally took pills that made him black. So, Soul Man. Guys, watch Soul Man. If you think Soul Man can be made, it can be made in 2023, no fucking way. But God damn it. It's such a good movie. Watch it. Your head would explode. What the fuck? Thought this was the racial undertone channel. Don't forget about the grape soda and the orange crush. I don't know what you're talking about. I am not racist. I simply got him Sprite. The couch touching the wall is a classic. Hospital, what is it? It's a big building with patients in it, but that's not important right now. Surely you're not serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. There's a real guy like that. YouTuber named Nuka Zeus, and is the first legit transracial, laughing my ass off. Takes melatonin injections and all. That movie is mad whack. I want to see funny blackface. I'll stick to hear no evil, see no evil. We can't see. Okay, no. I'm trying not to get copyrighted. So if you can hear, and if you can hear it, I'm not going to show it, because that's what every single time I have some of the best live streams ever live, they get cut because of the copywriting. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to be good about that. Oh, go to Rumble. Yeah, where the hard R's are like fucking flying from people. Like, you go to Rumble, just go to the comments section. The hard R everywhere. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. It hasn't even been undertones today, just been tones. The Sprite in the pot. Whoa. That dad's episode was the best. Did he show up here and he said that his dad died, so he had to sell the car? And you guys said, what, is he in the trunk? And you guys went in on him. And I'm sorry, that was one of the best episodes. I don't even know where it is. I think I uploaded it already. I might have uploaded it already. I'm not sure. I've uploaded up until 2022 of last year. I think of last year. Early 2022, like on January 2022, I've uploaded on Podbean. So if you want to listen to me on the podcast, go to Spotify or Podbean. And I don't get paid yet. I'm hoping to get paid one of these days, because the downloads it's just a backup for the show, in my opinion. Real Ghost Camp too, nice. Tropic Thunder is the best movie ever. I don't know about the best movie ever. I don't think about the best. It sort of slows down after the initial scenes. Like, once you kind of get to know the characters, Tropic Thunder just trails off. There's rarely a movie that gets stronger the later you go in. To me, Interstellar is that movie. To me, Interstellar starts slow and it ends fucking badass. Some dude said, bullshit, show me the body. I said, we're dying to get the red car. Oh my God. What is the timeline on an in-house YDBT merch? Bro. That's like phase 2 of this whole situation, the merch. But the problem is I have to prop up an LLC, make a tax structured situation so I can get some kind of draw from it and keep the taxes in there. I'm going to sneeze. Again. It's never 1. It's usually 3 or 4. There we go. So I have to figure out the LLC situation. I have to figure out, but the merch has to happen. Dead dad in the trunk. Couch touches the wall. Like, all the taglines from this. But I don't want anyone else doing it. No one else does it, because this is from this show. And if you do it, fuck you. You're a fucking piece of shit. But that's the plan, to get the merch going, because that is a money maker. And I get you guys merch. You guys, like, only the ones that know would know. And I think you guys would have a lot of fun just wearing the shirt that only like you see it. I saw an FBO shirt. Thank you. I saw an FBO shirt and I was like proud. I went, he's wearing one of my stupid shirts. When I see a YDB t-shirt, I go, wow. Oh, when I see an OG YDB t-shirt, I'm like, this motherfucker's an OG. Like, it's nasty and crusty and chunks are missing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's an old school shirt. But an FBO shirt, I love it, because I'm like, wow. And it says full bolt on in the back. It's great. I'll buy all the shirts. I'm down for YDBT Fairmont shirt. Need a crystal clear Pepsi to go with the pullout. Passengers movies were cool too. You can do an LLC, file as an S Corp, and pay yourself as an employee. That's exactly what I'm looking to do. But I got to get the, once I get that situated, I got to then stock it, or I'll do limited run stuff. That's probably the smart thing to do. So, okay, put your size up in the chat. Put your shirt size in the chat. Because if I'm going to make shirts, I'm not going to make 2XLs. I mean, Jesus Christ, that is a bed sheet. Okay? If I get 2XLs, like extra large, large, and medium, but 2XLs? God damn it. That's going to be a problem. So put your size up in the chat. After the show's done, put your size up in the comments so that I can go, okay, this is the size of the shirts I got to get. Then I got to get with a design person, an art person, a good provider, a good quality shirt. This shirt, I love. This shirt is perfect. And whatever material and brand this is, I want to Because I've had this shirt for 3 years, and this is how it looks. It's fucking awesome. And I have nothing but Lund Racing shirts because of their fitment is unreal. So I want this particular shirt. Okay, we got a lot of larges and a fucking double XL. You're probably a big guy, though, like tall. The XL, large, small, XL. Okay, so not that many double XLs, except for Derek and Garage Built Coyote. Robo Style's big dude. Everyone else is just XLT. Tall? God damn it. Here we go with the tall shit. Fuck it. Your belly button's going to show when you raise your arms. I don't care. What happened to the vinyl freaks? I don't know. It got to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to promote it anymore because I'm not making any money. You know? And I need control. And I said I didn't want money, but now it's probably time to start cashing in a little bit to give you and get control of the situation. So I'm going to make my own stuff and start selling it to you guys. But it's going to be limited run stuff because imagine I set up a website where you buy these things and I have to package them, ship them, pay, blah, blah. And then I got to put this money in a savings account so that when it comes to tax time, oh, dude, it's going to be a nightmare because it's all me. So we'll see. I'm going to have to hire an accountant when it's all said and done. FKA shirts all day. All day. FKA. Everything we talk about on the show on shirts, we could make 40 shirts. No problem. Dad touching, dad in trunk, couch touching the wall. FLKA, all that stuff. It's going to be good shit. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Sunday morning. Hopefully you're nice and awake and you can do your bullshit. I'll be back on Monday for the dating channel at 9 p.m. for the other side. And I will be on Tuesday, 9 p.m. No, 8. It's 8 p.m. on Tuesday for Talking Shit Tuesday. We're going to talk shit, give stuff away. I'll talk to Nick James at PMAS, see if we can get some cold airs coming, cookies, DNA High Performance, $100 off, and $50 off PMAS all the time, every single time when you mention the show. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys Tuesday, some of you Monday. We'll talk about the merch. I'll work on the backside. There's a lot of shit going on, so I'm going to try to get... it's all me. Jesus Christ, it's all me. I'm going to try to get everything situated so I can get you guys stuff that you want. I think I'm going to probably do a small run of shirts and then try to set up a website, but not until I set up the LLC side of things. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your Sunday. See you guys Tuesday or Monday on the dating channel. Bye.